glad you found us a guest.
I know.
You know, because we were going to have a great interview with another stripper,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
I love strippers and I hate strippers.
And
'cause
just like
God
Steve said,
damn it,
it's like cats on acid.
you just can't wrangle them in, man. I had an interview set up. You had an interview set up, and
And
for
they-
whatever bullshit reasons, the strippers didn't show up.
That's right. So instead, we went to the
A different perspective.
yeah, I had somebody on Twitter Space ask me, do we have any episodes that talk about the customer's perspective? And I went, no, we don't. We don't have any of that because we have the stripper's perspective, the waitress's perspective,
The doorman's
the
perspective,
owner's perspective,
the driver's perspective.
but
Wow,
no
we covered a lot
customer
of shit. Yeah,
perspective.
that's
So-
good.
Yeah. So this weekend we brought in my friend Ben, which will be quickly your friend.
Is
Ben.
he a regular customer?
He is a regular.
He's a reg,
Not of mine, because I
No.
don't go to the club anymore.
but you used to.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's like Norm.
Yeah, he's a normie. Yeah.
You know what? I just put that connection together.
He's a
Norm, a normie. Yeah.
I was definitely furniture.
Yeah.
Hey man, so you can maybe tell us some stories about the background.
Dude, I got some stories.
Adult
Oh,
entertainment.
we're gonna have some stories.
Yeah, man,
Good.
this is gonna be fun. Yay!
So before we get into it, did you see the numbers?
Yo, dude, son of a holy shit!
We are back.
Wow,
Yeah, we had a
dude,
dip.
I've never seen numbers like that before on the podcast.
We
This is
have.
incredible.
We used for 2 months.
Season
in a-
one?
Season 2 for 2 months. We had 1,000 downloads per month.
Okay.
So this month we'll hit 1,000 downloads
Yeah,
because
it's.
we're only in the second week of this month, and we're gonna get there.
See, I told you.
Yeah.
I told you. Just wait. Be
We just
patient.
need to not take big breaks like that.
No,
No.
we need to. No,
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 we
we
don't. No, we
no.
don't.
See, the thing
No,
is, we got
no.
in a couple episodes, and people are like, there were 7 of them up there now. I'm just gonna binge watch all of them. That's exactly what's happening because
And-
Denver Doll was an excellent episode, dude.
It was great. So, what else happened?
Other than that, I've got nothing else for you. What
I
else happened?
got a brand new T-shirt in the mail from Phoenix Print Company. A friend of ours, Joff, who runs his own podcast,
Mhm.
he decided to start up his own local business. So next week, I'm gonna wear the T-shirt that he sent me. That we're gonna go through his company for all of our printing needs.
Cool.
And it says, "Ask me about my podcast."
Okay.
So I'm excited.
So
Yeah.
next on stage, Len is back, baby. You feel as though we're on a good footing now?
I do. I'm excited to have this chat and discussion.
Okay,
It's gonna
we
be
got
good.
a good sprint. Let's keep up the energy.
Yeah.
All
Check
right.
check it, choo choo.
Check it. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can.
Oh my goodness. We watched that movie, Major Pain.
I
That's
love
what
that movie,
fucking
dude.
reminds me of.
Chugga,
Oh,
chugga, 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 chugga.
ladies and
Chee,
gentlemen,
chee.
my name is Pixie.
And I'm Mr. J.
And today we are talking to Ben from the customer's perspective here next on stage 1.
This is going to be a fun one. See, I used to be a customer as well a long time ago before. Well, I was still in the game, but
Right.
so I've seen a little bit of the background. But when you visit a club that you're unfamiliar to, you're a customer. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
So you kind of see things from another lens. So today it's going to be a fun time to explore that some of the dirty stuff that maybe we don't even see.
Right. All right. Well, Ben, tell us your background in the stripping agent. Were you ever a stripper?
Nope, not never a
Were
stripper.
you ever a bartender?
Nope.
Waitress?
Nope.
Doorman.
I've done a cam show with some of the girls.
Wow.
That's about it.
I
We'll
see.
come back to that later. That's why I have a notepad today, there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. So tell us about your interactions. We want some spicy stories from you. We want to talk to you about the customer's perspective.
About 6 years I've been going to the strip club now. Started going into one of the clubs up the street. Kind of always wanted to go, and I'm truly about conversations. I love conversations. I don't even care if it's another customer. I don't care if it's the door guy. In fact, I became really good friends with the managers at one of the clubs up the street.
Okay, so you've been in hanging out in the strip clubs for about 6 years. So
Yeah.
what year is it right now? I never know.
It's like
It's 21 right
21,
now,
right?
Yeah.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
so since 2015, how many clubs have you been to?
Lots.
Okay,
Is there
good
a
answer.
monetary amount you would put to the number of
Well,
dollars that have been tipped?
no, probably a lot. I mean, we're talking at least the last 4 years. I've been going five times a week.
Okay,
You know, I go just to BS, and
and do you have a favorite or a couple of favorites?
I do. I have 2 favorites.
Okay, you don't have to name them out.
Yeah,
Don't
no, I
tell them
no.
out.
Are they Colorado specific?
Yes, I don't.
Okay.
I've been to Vegas ones, and they're just too expensive. They're just it's stupid.
God,
It's
yes.
stupid. You know, it's $50 just for the ATM
Oof. Yeah. Yeah, it's too much.
as a fee.
As a fee.
Making money out there, yo.
Oh my goodness.
So you've been to a number of the clubs here in Denver. Anything outside of Denver, say like Wyoming, within that circle?
I forget the name of the club up there. Right when you enter Wyoming, I've been to that a couple times.
It's
I
the
think
clown.
the
one.
Clown's Den.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
only
still open?
But it's not called the Clown's Den.
no. It was actually open during
Yeah.
this whole pandemic thing. They were actually open. So
Good for them.
Remember
Yeah.
Kaylee?
That's right. That's right. She said something.
She
about
worked
that.
there. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So now she's the bartender at one of your favorite clubs.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. Topless or nude? What clubs have you been to?
both.
Both.
I like topless, but in truth, once again, whether they're naked or not, I really am about the conversation.
Okay.
I find it. I mean, if I'm going to go talk to someone, I might as well go talk to beautiful women. That's why I started really hanging out at the strip clubs, because I can start a conversation with anybody anywhere, and I was
But
like,
it's better when
yeah.
they're beautiful and
yeah,
topless.
might as well talk to them while they're beautiful and topless.
You know that makes sense though. You know
It does.
that's part of it. You know when you go to one of the smaller clubs anyway. I guess one of the larger ones too. What do you think when
I
it comes
think
up within the smaller or the larger?
I think
clubs?
it depends on what you're looking for. If you're just looking to be a face out in the crowd, you're probably not going to get as much attention as a smaller, a smaller
That's
club.
interesting.
I don't know. I can pull conversations from both clubs. I mean, but I find that the guys who just go in there just to waste their money, to spend their money, they don't get the action I get. I mean,
Okay.
So you're gonna have to tell us more. You're gonna
Yeah,
have to
yeah, yeah,
tell,
yeah.
tell us about your first experience going in. Do you remember it?
I don't. That was even longer than 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I think someone took me in there. I was shy. I think I immediately walked up to the stage right
Oh, you were a mark.
threw a bunch of money and just thought, this is stupid.
How old were you?
18.
18?
Yeah,
First out of high school?
pretty
We're
much.
still in high school.
I think I was. No, I wasn't. I think it was right after high school.
Okay, so the music is jumping.
Yeah.
Dark place. You walk on in.
Yeah.
Ladies
just-
on stage.
You just blow your load.
So I remember. This is what I remember. I'm at the stage and I see everybody this girl gets on stage and everybody just gets up and walks away, and I didn't know why. I was like, dude, that was weird.
I hate that.
And this lady was 60s. I don't know how old she was. She was old though.
Oh, okay.
She was
now
old
I
though.
understand why.
And her skin
I
was
thought
like
it was a transition, but goddamn.
no. Her skin was like sunburnt or like leather, and it was. And the song just wouldn't end, and I was like, and I just felt bad. I couldn't walk away because I felt bad because everyone walked away. And
Did you give her money?
I did, but I was
You
like,
felt bad, didn't you?
but this song would not end. I'm like, damn, this song went on forever. The second the song ended, I got up and walked out. I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm done for the day.
Oh my goodness, that would really. What
I
was it?
wanna-
Daytime or?
It was a daytime, but it was
Okay,
still
okay.
terrible. I was like,
We can elaborate on that a little bit because we both know that the daytime show is never as good
It's
as the
not.
nighttime show.
It's not.
Okay.
unless you go to one up the street, it's a different club now.
Well, the one up the street from my club,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the girls,
It's-
they're
they're aggressive.
They're a higher caliber.
Oh, they cleaned that place up.
Yeah, they did. They cleaned
Okay.
that place up. They put new carpet. They put new stages. They did a lot of work to it.
Some of you may have figured out which clubs we're talking about, but we might not be talking about those clubs. We're not calling anyone out.
Right.
No.
You don't know.
Right. So, well, can you tell us what your thought process is when you go in? You just go in to talk to the bartender, You go in just to strike up a conversation.
I go to strike conversation. Girls will walk up right off the bat and they'll say, "You want to dance?" And I say, "No, I don't." I mean, the way I see it is I think your job. I think the girls' job's more than just doing a dance, and they'd actually make better money if they didn't do that. If they actually struck up conversations with people, they would make way more money. For whatever crazy reason they ask for a dance, you say no, they walk away, and they would rather go sit in the back corner than
play on their phone
and play on their phones and actually make money, and it really blows my mind.
That's crazy.
Okay, so can you tell me about the differences between what you experienced as a customer now versus that first time that you walked in? When you walked in, you had a fresh pair of eyes to the entire experience. You walk in, you see a 6-year-old lady, which I would probably
Yeah,
stay
yeah.
away from her stage as well. What made you come back to it? And then, if you were to say with your older eyes now, what are the major differences?
The difference is the conversation. It really it was what makes everything about the strip club.
Yeah.
There is, I mean, and I still give the girls money. I don't get, not really get lap dances. I barely ever go to the stage. If they come and hang out with me, I give them money just to hang out with me. I figure it's their job. They're wasting their time with me, or they're spending their time with me. So
You're just here you go.
correct.
Yeah.
Are they approaching you for a lap dance as soon as you walk in?
Some of them do, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, right now it's at the point where everyone knows me. So, the ones who are going to talk to me, and the ones who have no
They have no-
concept of what a conversation means, then they don't come around.
Do you automatically know when she's gonna try and pull money from you? Do you know? You're not oblivious to the conversation. So is it better when they kind of schmooze you? When
Oh,
they,
absolutely. If they just
before
sitting
they just they get a $20 shot and try to work you for a lap dance, because you'll buy anybody a shot.
anybody, yeah.
Anybody a shot. You'll buy the bouncer a shot. You'll buy the
But truthfully, over the past 3 years, I stopped buying shots. Even, I mean, I get more free drinks than anybody I've ever known. I mean, I think because I hang out with so many girls that customers are always buying me drinks. Like, who is this guy? Let's get this guy a drink.
Yeah. So
The managers buy me my drinks. Girls buy me my drinks. I really stopped buying drinks.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I miss those days.
I mean, on that note, I even lap dances, I stopped paying for them for the most part. I get
You
those.
get those for free?
I get those for free.
Wow. I never even got free lap dances. That never happened.
Maybe you need to hang out with
I
Ben
know,
in the
right?
bar.
I'm telling you, there's something to the conversation that the customers just don't understand.
Oh, you think,
I watch these guys and I'm
you
just
think it's both on both sides, that customers don't know how to
At
talk
all.
to women, and then the women don't know how to finesse a customer.
at all.
Wow, that's crazy. It's interesting. Well,
I had one particular girl come up and she's like, "There is no money in this club at all." And I was like, "Bullshit." I said, "Every guy in here has money in his pocket, and they've come to spend a certain amount of money."
All right, so you watch these guys and they talk to these women, and then you watch the women walk away and not
Yes.
spend any time with them
and not make any money.
and not make any money.
I think every girl should make $500-600 a night every night. I truly believe that, and I don't care how many customers are in there.
Oh, interesting. So what would you tell them to finesse the money?
One story. The girl walks up, says, "There's no money in the club." I was like, "Bullshit." This guy happens to sit down right at that moment. I start bullshitting with this guy. He kind of tries to talk to the girl that I'm sitting with, and I said, "Don't talk to her." I said, "You cannot afford this girl." I said, "She's $100 just to talk to her." I said, "You can't afford it." This guy's like, "Bullshit." He pulls out his wallet and throws $100 at her, and she was just like, "Thank you." I said, "I'm telling you, there's money in this club. You just need to figure out how to get their money."
Right.
I mean, I tell the girls all the time, you just need to look at these guys and say, "You have my money. How is it that I get this money out of you?" And every guy wants to give you money.
It's like the strippers are the house, and the house should always win when it comes to gambling.
The other idea,
Always.
the other thought with these girls is that they think that every guy has a particular girl, and I say bullshit on that also. I believe every guy's girl is the girl who pays attention to him.
Ooh.
That's the girl that
I
he's
feel
interested
like
in.
that.
Yeah.
So if the girl
Okay.
shows a little bit of interest, that might have not been his type at the time, but I've seen it over and over. a girl that comes up that's not his type talks to him, and all of a sudden, I'm in love with this girl. This is my type.
Oh goodness.
And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, no shit, because
Yeah.
she paid attention to you.
Yeah.
And if the girls understood that, then every customer has money.
This is a good opportunity for a stripper to ask their customers right now,
Right.
what is that dynamic? What's between them? Is there awareness that it is time for money? And are we lax on the rules as strippers from time to time by allowing customers become too close or become part of the family and allowing them to absorb our world?
So with me,
You know?
when I was a dancer, it was more about making a connection. It was about the long game. It was about talking to somebody, having a discussion, telling a stupid story, bringing people over. If a girl was walking past me and I'm talking with a customer, it's easier if it's not just me and a customer. Sometimes I need to entertain multiple people at a time
Hmm.
and build an atmosphere.
And that's your job, and I
That,
wouldn't
that's my
fault you
job.
on
Yeah.
that. Your job is to multitask people and talk to people. Sometimes in a group,
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
one at a time, but
Yeah,
in the
sometimes
same area.
it's more than just, hey, can I sit on your lap and give you a lap dance for money? It
Yeah.
was it was like, how's your day? I'm building when I'm in the strip club, I'm building more of a repertoire with the person.
Okay. And what's your ultimate goal?
To hopefully that they come back, especially if they spend a lot of money.
Okay.
Because
And that benefits you, right?
It does, and not only does it benefit me, but it benefits the club. It benefits the people around me because I'm not just making money. The bartender's making money. Doorman's making money.
Okay. And the relationships that you make there, are they beneficial to you? The club?
Totally to me.
Okay.
First
Let's
thing.
ask those same questions to customers. This is the first time
Yeah.
that we've had an opportunity. I'm sure any show's had an opportunity to say to the customer, what are your goals? What are your benefits? What do you see? What are your drives when you and the thing is, once again, I have a different connection with this.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Because my exposure with my customers is different than the customer relationship between a female stripper and a male
Right.
and a male customer. He might come in there 5 times a week. I see my customers once in a blue moon, or the same customer once in a blue moon. So, what are your goals when you go to a titty bar for relaxation when it comes to the connections that you make with the people that work there?
My goal is ultimately just to have a good conversation. I really don't care what we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've
So
had
when you get off a hard day at work, you're stopping by because I want to hang out and let's cheers is what you're
Bullshit.
saying.
yeah, and
And
bullshit.
just
It really is
bullshit.
just bullshit.
Yeah.
Once again, I don't care the conversation. I mean, I don't want to talk football, and I don't want to talk the weather.
Or problems.
Or even problems I'm okay with. Although
Sometimes-
I've had some guy customers just start crying for whatever reason. I'm like, dude, we're at a strip club. Like, you need to relax. Like,
What's the-
we can talk about this outside the club.
What's the craziest thing you've ever discussed between you and a dancer?
Religion. I actually made a girl cry.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we talked and she started crying, and I was like, all right, I didn't mean to make. I was like, all right, wrong time, wrong place.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Wow. That's you should not make a stripper cry. Oh man.
Do you remember the time when I was hanging out with a couple of the girls, and another girl comes over? She's like, I'm gonna leave for the day. Let's go have steak. So I was like, yeah, let's go have steak. So I leave with this girl, and the 2 girls I'm hanging out with, they threw a fit, and I said, I'll be back. Give me like an hour. So I went and ate, came back, and both separately took me to different parts of the club and cried, and says, I can't believe you left with this other girl. And I'm like, why are you crying? Like,
You don't own this
I
customer.
know you don't own me. I'm just a customer. Like, relax. You need to calm down.
I'm here.
Like, you really.
So you had to console 2 different dancers.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
gosh.
I'm like, dude, we're once again at a strip club. Why are you crying?
Yeah.
Like,
that-
relax.
Did they feel like that they missed out on
or that they owned me? And that's
weird.
I do see that though. I see that the customers think they own the girls, and I think the girls think they own the customer, and it's not. This is a business transaction.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Money for time.
Money for time.
Yeah. That's crazy, isn't it, Jay?
No, it's interesting. It's interesting. I just want to see the different perspectives on things, because I guess I'm looking at it more of a managerial
position. Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I look at the club or the agency as a avenue of presenting an art form in a certain way where people come to basically an amusement park for adults. That's what I've always looked at it. And if you're able to make connections as a regular customer, just kind of like in the old timey restaurants or whatnot, or I guess the bars too, the saloons, you have that one place you can go to, and the guy there at the end of the bar knows your name, and everyone comes to the same place. And it's where a community, a specific community, I'm going to say solely men, come together and talk about what happens in the community while entertainment's in the background. And that entertainment happens to be lovely women. I
or
get
men.
that. Well, and once again, the dynamic's different.
It's totally different because you don't, as a male dancer, you didn't have to go in and spend hours with a customer.
No.
Because you're up
the
on
climate's
stage.
totally different. This thing that he's talking about is a place where he goes in. He knows the bartenders. He talks to the doormen, and he's seen generations of dancers pass through. But he has a connection with these people because he goes in there 3-4 times a week. My customer does not come in 3-4 times a week. At the most, you see him or her once a week at the most. Okay, so the dynamic is different. So it's interesting to hear the perspectives on that. My question is, and I'm trying to just find a direction to go with this because I want to learn things from him that we don't know, and the normies might be asking. Why do you go?
Why do you go so often?
Yeah. What do you find appealing about the titty bar?
The conversation. I'm going to say this again because I can go anywhere and have a conversation. I think once again, there's beautiful women there. I might as well if I'm going to waste my time having a conversation, I might as well have it with a beautiful woman.
Huh. Now, the two girls that were crying over you, do you get that often? Do you get a lot of possessiveness?
Oh, I do.
Well, he said it was because of religion. Something was
no.
That was something totally different.
That's a different conversation.
That's a different conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. So there were two girls that were crying over. I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay with this.
Yeah.
There were two girls that were crying over you. Why? Once again.
I don't know. Honestly, because I was talking to another girl. I mean, as if we were dating and we weren't. I mean, it's really, really interesting. It's really interesting how people possess things, and they think, well, that's mine. I own that.
Now, does it happen through your phone as well?
Oh, absolutely.
If somebody knows that you're coming in, do they automatically assume that when you come in that you're going to spend time with them just because they're there?
Yes.
Yes, that's crazy. Wow. Has it ever blown up through your phone with dancers? Like, hey, I'm gonna. It's boring. It's slow. Are you gonna come in? Like, do they?
No, not so much.
No?
Not really.
No.
Okay, so he's not that type of customer. Okay, and we need to give context to our listeners. When a girl or a guy calls up a specific customer, is because sometimes we're fishing. It's a slow night, and hey, I'm bored. If you got some money to spend, why don't you come in here and hang out for a little while?
Right.
Do you believe that?
I think it's beneficial. I think this is what I believe. I believe the conversation would create the bar, the club, so much money.
Okay.
How many times have we watched 15 guys sitting at the bar, not one girl talking to them?
They get up and they leave.
And you look in the corner, and all the girls are sitting over there talking to themselves.
And their job is to communicate with the customers. Yeah, I get that.
Because that's where the money's at. And if I was the manager, I would teach every girl to have these conversations with every customer, because the club would just blow up. They would make so much money, because it's so much. I mean, it is so much bigger than a lap dance or the stages.
Right. It's
the
connection.
The money is in human connection, and we've lost that so much.
And how did that affect the situation that just happened? Do you think that closing down the bars and putting up plexiglass
is it closed?
Well, it did get closed.
Yeah, it did.
My club did get closed for months.
Most of the clubs are open now, though, right?
But they're open now. So do you think that affected you going into the clubs and hanging out with your favorite people, did did that did that stifle, when the clubs was closed, did you feel like a loss or
Oh, I did absolutely. I needed someone. I needed someone to
Someone to
talk
talk
to.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
No,
Yeah,
seriously though,
yeah.
you got into it's great whether it be a restaurant or a titty bar or a pool hall or a barber shop. We get into a repetitious cycle of going to one place where everybody knows your name, and you get to talk about
Even
today's
even
events.
church though. Even church
You-
isn't. It really isn't
It's
about
true.
the
Very
sermon.
true.
It's more about people just hanging out and BSing.
Yeah.
It really, if you look
Yeah.
around, that truly is what's going on.
Okay. So it was open. It closed down for a little while,
Yep.
and you found that you missed it throughout.
Oh,
that
absolutely.
experience, okay? So delve into that a little bit. Were you able to have any connections with anyone out that worked at the club?
Yeah, I actually hired a
out-
few of the girls to come work for me in my construction business.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Yeah, during
I
the
worked
time.
for him.
Yeah.
I
Very
did
cool.
I did some drywall and just general labor. I painted some terrible doors.
Okay.
I mean, I did get 60 text messages of, "Hey, what are you doing? I need some money."
Okay, come into work.
I know. I was like, "You want to?" I said, "You need some money from me? Come work
Come
for
work.
me. I'll put you to work."
And now that it's reopened,
Yeah.
is there a difference now?
Oh yeah. No. As far it's the same like it was.
Other than the plexiglass over everything,
Yeah.
I suspect.
And that's actually been taken down
Oh,
already.
has
so-
it?
Oh,
yeah.
really?
I haven't been
Nice.
there in months. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you frequent many of the clubs? I mean, I would like to know what's going on in the clubs right now. Are the girls making as much money as they did? Have things changed?
I don't know. I know some girls who make great money, and I don't know. I think most of the girls don't make that much.
Hmm.
I think they just and they won't listen to me. I try to tell them, "Look, let me teach you how to make money," and they don't listen. They'd rather sit there and drink and hang out with each other for whatever crazy reason. But
Now, if you could tell a stripper, like, what not to do besides not talk to the customer, what are other things that you would tell a stripper that when you go into the club and you're looking to spend money and you're looking to spend your time, tell our lady listeners that are dancers what things that they could do that they're not doing currently.
if I was them, I wouldn't let the guys touch them so much.
Oh yeah,
I
hate it when
think
people touch me.
I think they're well. What I mean is they're being touched before getting any money,
Mhm.
and so why would the guy spend any money on you if he's already felt you all up? I mean,
Yeah.
why would he?
Yeah.
And like, well, that guy just wants to touch me, not give me any money. Well, that's
Well,
you
stop
allowed
letting
it. You actually allowed that to happen. You could have, it's the chase, and if you're being caught right off the bat, this is a business, and that's what everyone misses. It really is a business. This is a place where the bar needs to make money, the staff needs to make money, the girls need to make money, and there's a thing in sales, always be closing. ABC, always be closing. Everything that you do in there should be a
Yeah.
close toward the money.
I like it.
I mean,
like it.
it's a business. It's not
Yeah.
personal. You can't get offended in there.
Yeah, you gotta have thick skin to be a dancer.
Well, in those little community bars, yeah, you're supposed to have that connection, be able to not have thick skin. You're supposed to talk about anything and everything in those places,
Well,
right?
thick skin to not let it like get to you, not to let not making money or somebody saying something or people being rude. You have to be able to be able to go whatever and move on to the next.
Okay.
You gotta be able to just continue on with conversation, and just because somebody says no, it doesn't mean the next 10 people are gonna say no.
Well, I'm glad we still have customers to kind of make that connection. Some of these
Yeah.
young dancers, anyway, and let them know that so they're not wigging out too much when they're not making money.
But within the what I'm talking about within it, I've paid their rents, I've paid car
Yeah.
payments, I have, because they became my friends,
Yeah.
because of the connection, versus just trying to get $20 off me. It's nutty.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, every customer there wants to spend the money. The girls just don't know how to get it.
Yeah.
And
Do you feel as though you've ever been used by any of the girls?
oh, absolutely. I think, but I think people just use. I don't think I think it goes beyond the girls. I mean, I think that they should be using in its own respect. I mean, it's their job. I'm showing up to their job.
Yeah, yeah.
And-
I
and it's a fantasy, and it's really what it is. It's
it's wild to think about like all of the the different scenarios and stuff. Like how I met you, Becky, the bartender who I'm trying to get on. She's like, have you ever met Ben? And I was just sitting there in the middle, and I was like,
Becky loved me.
Becky loved you, and I was like, Ben, and she's like, yeah, Ben, and she points over, oh, there's Ben, and it's kind of like somebody introduced me to you, and my whole world kind of went, oh, Ben.
The girls who tried to use me, Becky would fight with them. She would sweat them like
yeah, yeah,
put them in their place. I was like, dude, this woman's amazing,
Yeah. And it's cool, like those kind of connections that somebody's willing to look out for you in a club where using goes on all the time. Where as long as the communication, as long as the story, as long as ABC works together, there's no problem because it's a mutual agreement. But if a girl, like if Becky knew that she's just gonna run out after you bought her a shot, then Becky'd be like, no, you can't sit with my friend Ben.
But what the customer needs to understand is it is a fantasy. So
yeah,
once again, also can't be personal. So it's not really being used. I'm allowing them to take what I'm allowing them to take without any hurt feelings. I mean, it's like I know it's a fantasy. I'm here, hey, can I have some money? Here you go. Absolutely.
I'm hoping you're just not there to give out money, because
No.
come to my job and give me money.
No. I show up with a lot amount of money to say, let's hang out. Let's bullshit. Let's.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm at their job. Once again, it's not. I didn't come here just to hang out with you and not. You're here to make money. If I've given a girl enough, as much as I'm gonna give her, I tell her now you need to go hang out with some other people, make some more money. Don't just hang out with me all night.
Come back. You can always come back.
Yeah, you can always come back, but go make. You're at your job. Go make some money.
Right.
Yeah.
No, get that, man.
All right. Tell us some good, dirty, like terrible stories.
Oh yeah, stripper shenanigans.
I want stories now.
What kind of stories?
I want terrible stories. I want girls like fighting over you. I want
people falling off of stages and shit, and
yeah.
girls setting each other up, and fights that went one way that you thought was going to go one way, but went completely the other way.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
I don't even know. I know I've seen so many cat fights in these clubs.
I want the dirt. I want something
down and dirty.
Yeah, I want a good story or two, at least.
I can't think of any.
Oh my goodness! Then you talk all the time. So
all right.
So we would be driving to work on houses and stuff, and you can't shut Ben up.
You can't shut.
You can't shut him up. He's all like, Pixie, did you see? Do you remember this one stripper? And he'll just tell me all of these stories, and now here we got him on the spotlight. And he's all like clammed up.
I didn't clam up. I just can't think of any specific stories. I mean, I want to say a couple months ago there was a fight at the club. One girl throws a chair and hits another one in the face, and
what?
Yeah,
no,
it was.
Back that shit up.
I don't even know what they were fighting about. I just know they fight.
Were they older strippers, young baby strippers?
I think they were like 19-year-old, 20-year-old girls.
Oh, baby strippers.
Makes sense.
Strippers. Yeah.
Yeah, and they mostly fight over customers. I mean, usually they're fighting over, or this customer, she took her shot. I think that's what the fight was about, actually.
Oh, like
one girl
dressing.
Yeah, one girl drank too many shots of that her customer had bought, and they went in the back and they fought.
Wow.
Chairs were thrown, and
what a petty thing. Customers are gonna buy more shots.
They're gonna buy more shots.
Oh, she's getting drunk. Oh, let's get some more shots going.
You see thefts?
Oh yeah, there was a. Actually, I watched a girl steal from other girls. Actually, walk up to another girl's stage and steal money.
Oh, you've seen that?
Dirty,
yeah.
Dirty
See, you
dog.
always hear about that in the dressing room.
I've
Blah
seen
blah 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 blah. But no one ever really says to you.
I've seen some shit.
You've literally seen it.
Tell us about this girl and how she was able to steal off another girl's stage. From the customer's perspective.
She walks up and she starts kind of talking to one of the customers. When there should be an etiquette. You should stay off the girl's stage. Let the customer deal with the girl that's on stage, and she starts reaching in there and just grabbing money and pocketing it. I want to say she took about $20.
Did the dancer catch her?
No, not at all.
No.
What,
No.
she's just taking it from the stage?
Yeah, she took it from the
Oh,
stage. I
fuck.
mean,
Wow.
I mean, this particular girl, she got. I want to say she got fired because she was passing on counterfeit money that
Oh,
supposedly she had gotten from a customer.
God damn, that's dirty.
dirty
She tried to
hoe.
get girls to buy it off her. Then she tried to get the bar to buy it off of her. Then they fired her for it.
That would've- if it would have been Becky, Becky would have thrown hands.
Yeah, this girl was chaotic.
Oh man.
Ever get invited to any after hours parties where weird
No, but-
shenanigans?
No,
go on?
I usually don't go to parties, but a lot of these girls used to always come and hang out at my house. I mean, they'd call me at 2 a.m. I'm drunk. I can't. I said, I'm not taking you all the way home. You can sleep in my bed, whatever. But and they would, and they said I was a safe place, so I had multiple girls always hang out at my house.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, all the time. Ben would have barbecues and people would just show up, hang out.
Yeah, my daughter started dating this guy, and she's like, my dad hangs out with strippers, and he kind of took it like I hung out with a bunch of whores or something. But he shows up to a barbecue, and he's like, oh my god, your dad hangs out with strippers.
Yeah.
And it's
just,
like, yeah,
or just normal
do.
people just hanging
just
out.
normal people hanging out.
Wow.
Yeah. 'cause-
That mentality still floats around?
well,
Yeah.
With Ben, it does. I mean,
Oh,
just with
you-
same people that I hang out with, it's more about community and family at that point.
Yeah. But
It's,
yeah.
it's really cool when you can like talk to people. Even Ben knew Sunny, and there was a lot of us, like, we know each other. Like he knows Steve, the doorman,
Okay.
and so we all hang out. We all
Yeah,
hang-
well, you got a circle
Yeah.
within that particular club
Right.
anyway. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, we've been going to Vegas,
Vegas,
twice a year with
yeah.
some of the managers and some of the girls. Like,
No, that's cool.
yeah,
Yeah, and not in case you need to stop sharing rooms.
not me. I usually get my own room. I'm like, nope, there's too much chaos with that.
Now, do you have any other stories from any other clubs? Because I know that you two have that in common. Is that one particular club? You know, I get that.
Mhm.
How about any of the other clubs in town? Do you have any connections with any of the larger clubs, like say the one in downtown Denver that's right off one of our major streets? I mean,
No, I don't. I know some of the girls that work there now because they work at other clubs. But
okay,
as far as like going in, I mean, I don't know. It just seems chaotic. So
okay.
sometimes hard to get a conversation.
What's the most money you've ever spent in the club
At one time,
at one time? Can you tell us
about 1,500
In
What?
one night.
in one night.
Wow.
So walk us through. Why did you spend so much money?
There was one particular girl I just wanted lap dances from her. I was like, you know what? Let's do another lap dance. She was gorgeous, and I was like, here you go. Here's some more money.
Was she a club regular? Like
No, she was pretty. I mean, I had never seen her before.
Okay. So how did
Did
you?
she stay there, or was she just a one-off?
She was just. I don't know where she had went. I think she went to a couple other clubs after that. I don't know.
Okay. So besides her being beautiful, was she able to conversate with
Oh
you?
yeah, I mean we literally hung out the whole night. I mean,
Oh,
it
yeah.
wasn't about just getting the dances. It was because we had great connection, amazing connection.
Nice. Yeah. And how does family, like you just said your daughter and her boyfriends, like how does family feel about you hanging out so much in the strip club?
And why do they know? I wouldn't
'Cause
even
he's
tell.
open.
I tell
don't
everybody.
tell
He's
people.
open.
I'm open. I tell everybody.
Hmm.
I've had preachers like, "What have you been up to? Strip club?" Really? Yep. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Okay, man.
I think it's, and I'm also, and I love telling my customers, because my guy customers, because then they start asking me questions like, really, like, when you go, dude, you should come with
You
me.
should come
Come
with
hang
me.
out.
Hang
And these are
out.
customers I just met. These are my new customers, and
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go hang out. I said, I really will show you a different experience in the strip club versus anything that any of your friends will show you.
So are you willing to guide newbie customers through the strip club shenanigans?
I am. In fact, I messed up with my brother-in-law once. He was 18 years old. I took him to an all nudie. Girl comes up and says, let's go to the back. He's gone for 15 minutes. I'm like,
Champagne room.
I guess. I mean, he comes back and I was like, what are you doing? He's like, He goes, I just spent $250. I was like, that was my bad. I said, give me your wallet. I said, $250 in 15 minutes. He's like, she went all nude. This is an all nude club. It was my bad. I messed up. I said, never again will I do that.
I feel bad for that guy.
I do too.
I
I told him, give me your wallet. I said, you're cut.
I don't feel bad at all.
Oh, that's not fair, dude. He didn't
It
know
wasn't
the
fair.
rules,
I
and
know.
she took
It was
advantage
unfair.
of him.
Yes, but
No. And you're the vanilla good girl stripper. That's ethically fucked up, Pixie.
sometimes, okay?
No.
Sometimes Pixie likes. I can see a mark coming in the door as it. I can tell which customers from the years that I've danced. I can tell when a customer comes in and they're green behind the ears.
And see, that's why you need to be on both sides. That's why you need to
That's
be
what I
a
need to
customer
hear.
one day and lose some money in somebody's G-string and go,
I'm a
fuck, I
cheapskate.
screwed up.
I'm a
Because I
cheapskate.
dropped $100 in somebody's G-string once thinking that I was giving them a 10. Then I looked at my money. Oh, shit, I spent $100.
That's why you
Fuck!
keep the ones in one pocket and the bigger
You
bills
tell
in
me
the
that
other.
where were you that night when I gave the bitch $100 for
It's
you know
your fault.
right exactly okay
I
now a
bet-
good person would have came up to me and said, did you mean to give me $100? Oh no, bitch, no, I did not. No, I did not.
No.
Here's 10 I was going to give you. Here's another 10 for your trouble. Thank you. Okay, I'm just being real. And that's why you need to be a customer one day, okay? Because that was being a mark. That guy got marked. It was fucked up. She went to the extra room with him, okay?
Oh, she
We
knew.
know the rules
Oh, she
in
knew.
there.
She
We
knew.
know what you can get away with if you spend a little bit extra money and make it rain back there. We know, depending on different types of girls that work there, we know this shit. But he didn't. And that girl got away with $250.
Yep.
Something's
I
wrong with
don't
that.
feel sad because I have returned billfolds. I have
Mhm.
returned stacks of money to people. They're envelopes with $100 bills into them.
You have?
I have.
You are such a good stripper.
No.
No, you're not.
No. I am good on the face that money's not mine. If I find it, I have returned money to strippers.
But how many strippers don't do that?
all of
Oh, good percentage.
A lot of
Very
them.
good
a lot
percentage.
of
A lot
them.
of
We
okay?
know that, yeah.
So yes, in a sense, I'm a good stripper. But if I am tipped that money, it's
Once
mine.
it makes
it's
it into
mine.
your
It is
tip bar.
mine. I do not care. It is mine.
Hmm.
But if I find it, that's a totally different. It's a totally different thing.
It's
So,
crazy.
So if somebody is tipping me, I expect it to be a gift, and you are not getting it back, even if you have remorse about tipping me. It is mine.
That's so fucked up.
It
You
is-
know,
It
and,
is fucked
and,
up,
and,
but-
and I am so much, you are so much more of a nicer stripper than I am, and you are fucked up in that respect. So
It
I
is
just
true.
want to throw that out
I
there
will,
real
I will
quick.
wear it as a badge of honor.
I was at one of the clubs, more South Denver, and I said, I'm gonna go get something to eat, and this girl's like, I'll go with you. I said, let's go get some steak. She said, all right. So we go get steak. We eat. We sit in the parking lot for a couple minutes, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take you back. She's like, all right, that'll be $1,000.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
for what?
Oh.
She's like, my time. I was like, I am not giving you no $1,000. I said, if we would have discussed this before, that's a different story.
Maybe.
I said, but I ain't buying your
Right.
steak and then giving you $1,000 to hang
Yeah.
out with you. And then she started crying, but I really need it. I said, you should have asked me for the money.
I
said-
Exactly.
See, and that's the difference between me and you.
See, I would not.
Okay?
I would not
Because-
have done that.
No,
I would not have done
and,
that
and,
at all.
and any
Yeah,
any
yeah.
competent man would have seen that coming and be like, no, bitch, no.
I know. I was like, hell no.
For some pussy, maybe.
No.
But
No,
that-
absolutely.
nah,
not just to
okay.
have a steak. You're right.
Yeah,
Not just
yeah.
to.
Not
Got
just for
it.
I
steak.
paid for the steak and I have to
share
pay
a
you?
steak, and I gotta pay for it and give you
And I
$1,000.
drove my
Are
own
you
car.
insane?
I was like, go fuck yourself. You know.
And you can bring on the waterworks. All I care about.
I am not endorsing any of this shit, okay? Do not give stuff. There's no trade-offs in sex, okay? People
Nope.
should love each
That's
other.
right.
Damn
That's
it.
right.
Time
If you
for
want to see
effort.
somebody naked on stage, just something completely and entirely different.
Allegedly.
We are going to jail, Pixie.
I'm not. I have not. I have not been in any of these nefarious schemes.
So let me ask you that: Have you been approached that way? We both know it happens? Okay,
Yes.
people that maybe I'll throw a little bit of ooh la la your way for a little bit, and that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, there was one. I think I told you about this story, but there was during the pandemic. This girl calls me up. She's like, "How much would you give me for sex?" I was like, "What?"
Just straight out, just like
straight
that.
out.
straight
I
out.
said, "How much would you charge?" She's like, I don't know. I said, "How much do you need?" Let me ask you a better question. How much do you need?
Right.
She said, "I need $100." I said, listen. I said, listen to me.
Oh shit! I
I'll
have
give-
$100.
I'll give you $250 if you'll come and hang out with me. Just watch TV with me.
You're such a nice guy.
Yes.
And you know what? She was like, no. I said, look, I promise you, sex with me is to be longer than watching TV. I said,
You
we
didn't
can
have
watch
to
a
do
movie
it.
for $250.
You didn't have to do nothing.
She didn't
You
show
didn't-
up or nothing. I was like, all right, go
she
fuck
didn't-
yourself.
She didn't need
That's
that
crazy
$100.
Wow.
That's crazy that she would rather just have sex
Yeah.
than spend time and watch a movie. Because I would rather like do hard labor than have sex. Sorry, it's true.
I'm sorry. I have a different perspective.
I know.
I'm a man.
But
But I get it.
But that's how I think. It's
Yeah,
like,
no, but things have changed.
I don't just like people I like people handing me money in the club, but if I'm going to ask a friend or somebody that I've brought into my circle, because I don't allow a lot of people in my circle.
Right.
Well, when I do, I don't want to just I feel like it's mooching off of somebody.
Yeah.
And so when I asked Ben if I could go work with him, it was like, no, I'm actually going to show up I show up too early.
I'm gonna show up.
I'm gonna
I'm
show
gonna
up,
do
I'm
a
gonna work.
job. You pay me. I go home.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I get
Yeah.
that.
And
And it's good to have customers that are friends like that. You know, it was a rare thing to find in the clubs back then, and it was a rare thing to find today. You know, someone where you can find a connection where you can call out to that person and say, "I need a little bit of help." You know, because usually it's a trade-off. Usually,
yeah.
okay. If I'm going to help you, you need to help me. Okay, so that's just it is what it is. You know, and especially in that environment, it's just known for that. It sucks. You know, and I'm hoping that's what we're doing with this podcast, opening up more avenues for
Right.
questions and giving answers. We've got a number of people that are following us now that are sex positive. You know,
Oh, yeah.
they're looking at the content that we're providing. They're dancers that are sending me emails saying, "Thank you for telling our side of the story."
Right.
You know, yeah, man.
I like it. I
Yeah.
like what we're providing. I like what we're doing. I appreciate you coming in
Really
here
do.
and telling, your
You-
side of the story.
Do you have any other silly
We-
shit that
we
you've
need more
seen? Do you
all
have
right,
any?
all right.
I-
So everybody gets to tell a terrible story.
This is true.
Of Pixie.
I forgot about that.
Do
We
you
pick on
have
Pixie.
any terrible stories about me?
I really don't. You always just hung out with me.
God damn it.
I have no terrible stories of
Dude,
Pixie. Like,
Dude, I know you're mischievous.
I
I've
am.
worked with you.
I am.
Okay? How come no one ever has anything bad to say about
'Cause
you?
I'm a goody two-shoes.
What in the fucking shit? That's bullshit.
so I didn't know Pixie when she was dancing. I've always known her as
A
server, but
waitress.
right after the pandemic, she decided to come in dancing, and she walked up and she was naked. I was like, "Whoa! Like you're my friend! Like
I know.
put those away, you know."
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
I hang out with your husband. Like, go away,
Yeah.
go away, Pixie.
Sorry, dude. It's
Yeah.
kind of that whole. Yeah, he's got a
Yeah.
point there.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. You
You
hang
got
out with
that
my
kind of a
husband
thing.
now.
I know,
That
absolutely.
sucks.
So it was like,
But that's okay, because sometimes, like, a lot of my friends like to throw me under the bus. I know I'm going to have more stripper friends, and they've got more shenanigans. But see, sometimes I'm a good person. Once in a
yeah.
while.
She always just hung out with me. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you
It
guys
was-
made that good connection over there.
Yeah.
it was all a good time.
Yeah, I think about the strip club in a positive light. Even getting hit with a chair, even like beating up the stripper, those kind of things, allegedly. I really enjoy the time that I had in the strip club, and I enjoy like the customers and the people that I've made my friends along the way, because for me, it's I don't know. It's different. It really is.
And that's what we're here to do, is
Yeah.
to share those experiences with you.
And
So,
but you're right though. I mean that there is a bad light on the strip club. I mean,
Mhm.
and you ask about family, and everyone's like, "Why do you always hang out?" You know why? I don't know. I love the conversation. I love the girls.
Mhm.
But it's not what you think it is. It really isn't what you're thinking it is.
mhm.
But on that note, I've dated strippers who are like, "I need you to stop hanging at the strip club."
Oh,
Why? I met you
that-
at the strip club.
tell us
I'm not-
more. Tell us
I'm
more.
not telling you to not dance. Don't tell me to not be a customer.
That's
Oh,
interesting.
yeah.
That's interesting.
How many relationships have you gotten into where they turn that way? Do you
All
you
of them.
see it?
Every
All
single
of them?
one.
So someone that you met in a strip club.
Yes.
Mhm.
Now you gotten her out of the strip club. She's the girlfriend, and now she's like, you can't go to a strip
Yeah,
club.
but she's not. I don't stop these girls from dancing. I'm like, you want to? My girlfriend wants to dance. Dance. I mean, that's where I met you. I'm not going to change your life. I'm not here to change you. But it's like, but if you can go and show
Dance.
your dance to these guys, you can't stop me. You know me. It's not like I'm going in and touching these. I don't touch the girls. I don't. You know, I
Yeah.
I really do respect the girls. So you know me. So why are you trying to stop me from going to strip club?
I get that.
It's interesting, yeah. Oh, so
Yeah.
all of them, just everything. Do you see the tides turn when it happens?
Oh,
Is there a
absolutely.
conversation as it goes?
No, it's usually I don't want you going anymore. You need to stop going. Why? I'm not doing. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Has it
It's just your man time. I get it.
Yeah.
has it made you want to not date strippers?
No, I just like to date people.
Okay.
I just like friends. I call them all my friends.
Right on.
Regardless.
Regardless, they're my friends.
Oh man. Yeah.
But like like I said, I've done some cam shows because of it. I've had a good time. I've really had a good time.
Oh,
on it.
I'm sure that opened up a number of doors. Into
Oh,
other stuff.
absolutely. I didn't make
So
any
you were
money
the
at
go-
it though.
So, oh no,
They didn't share the money with me.
Just be happy you're there.
I know.
That's the whole
Just to
point
be
of the thing.
invited.
How many
Like-
times have you been invited to extracurriculars that trusted source that you can go to if a stunt dick is needed?
A stunt. dick.
Twice.
I call it a stunt dick, yes.
Twice.
When a dick is needed and it's just doing stunts. He
Stunt
had
dick.
it twice.
Yeah,
Okay.
one time there was like 6,000 people watching. It was really interesting.
6,000
Huh.
people.
Yeah, it was interesting.
No,
Was
but please
Well,
dig into
was
that.
it,
Right
was
there,
it
that's the
her
story.
following, or was it?
No, it was just a let's just do it. Let's throw it on there, and
Okay.
we connected like it was great. It was amazing.
Interesting.
The weirdest part about the whole thing was women asking, "Can I see his feet?
Why would women
You want to see my feet?"
Women
Like,
wants to see
and
your
they would
feet?
tip for it. And I'm like, it was really interesting.
Interesting.
Different strokes. Keep saying.
I don't know women that are into feet, but that's
I know, right?
that's what's weird. I'm not even into my feet, let alone another person's feet.
Takes all kinds. I keep telling you.
Yeah. That's cool. No, how long did the cam session last?
2 hours.
2 hours. So was it extracurricular the whole time, or was it you guys just hanging out on the couch? Like, how did she present this to you, and how did the cam session go?
I thought it went great. She just asked if I wanted to do a camp show with her.
And it was all
the first
feet?
time.
Oh.
No. It was.
Are we
just-
talking about two different things? I'm like 6,000 people were watching your feet.
No.
Where
that was,
are we?
That was the whole camp show. Like
You
was,
were the cam show.
Yes, we were. No. It was me and her doing the extra stuff. That
You were
created the-
doing it.
Yes.
Okay.
In front of the cam.
6,000 people watched that.
Yeah.
Okay, online.
And
Online.
then women
Gotcha.
asked to see his feet.
Yeah, within.
And they want to see your feet.
yeah, they would tip to see my feet. And guys would tip to see her feet also, and it was
Why?
interesting. I don't know. I have no idea.
That's the weirdest thing. Yeah. No, it's completely.
I mean, I heard
awkward.
Dave Chappelle once say, "I don't care if she's asleep. I'll fuck her feet." And I'm like,
What?
"What?"
See,
What?
and this is why I'm out of this is exactly why I'm out of the gene pool, okay? Okay? This is why I don't go swimming in there anymore. I'm done. What in the fuck are you people doing?
Oh, we don't kink shame, remember?
Mm.
Whatever you do in your own cam show is your own cam show.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Wow. So that's the only time that you were ever privy to the sex worker money.
But I didn't get no money.
Oh, he didn't even get
You
paid.
You were just
I
a
didn't get
stud
paid.
dick.
Yeah.
Just a stud dick. Sad.
And didn't get paid?
And didn't get paid.
And he showed his Was it the bottom?
And
of
he
your feet?
showed his feet.
And I showed just my feet, like
the top parts. And the
yeah,
bottom
look at my
parts.
feet, all of it's like here you go.
And they tipped, but she didn't hook you up with no
Nothing.
cash.
I got no money.
And see, that's
Are
what's
you still
fucked
friends with
about
her?
the industry,
No.
dude.
You're not friends with her.
No, she was nuts. She was a little crazy.
She was.
Do you still have a copy of the tape?
No,
Is
you
it
don't.
online?
It's
You can see it
it's
now?
probably online. I don't know.
Can
I
you
don't
actually
know.
see it now?
I don't know how you'd find it, but
Huh.
We'd have
yeah.
to Google
So
Ben.
you don't look over your own shit?
No, I don't.
No. Okay.
Did you have a stunt dick name?
No.
Was it like Ben Hur?
No.
That's a terrible. What would your stripper name be, or your
My-
stage dick name?
Just Ben. That's
Just
it.
Ben. Just Ben.
Just
Ben.
Ben.
Yeah.
Welcome, Just Ben.
Just Ben.
Just Ben.
Just
Yes. Because the only thing that comes to mind is not appropriate.
Ben. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny, but it's not appropriate.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. I have another question.
Yes.
If you could name your penis something.
Now, where did that come from?
Now we know who the stunt guy is. What's the stunt dick's name?
Oh, okay.
Does your
I don't
member
know.
have
I've
a
never
name?
really thought about that. I'm not.
Well, most people don't. Pixie comes up
I
with
know,
weird
but
shit.
I do,
but dick envy is usually amongst guys, and I don't get it. But
with the big trucks and the
yeah, whatever it is, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I mean, I had a couple guys listen to a couple guys talk to these girls about their 12-inch dicks or whatever the fuck they were talking about, and,
Mhm.
and I decided to chime in. I was like, dude, mine's 3 inches long and it curves up. You know, just to be funny. And the girl was like, that actually makes sense. I was like, it does, doesn't it? I was like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. What the fuck, you know?
That's
Oh,
pretty
You're
good.
not getting laid because of your whatever it is
Your
you think is you're
size.
trying to
We got something in common.
yeah.
yeah whatever
3 inches.
yeah whatever
inches.
whatever the
From the ground. Ah!
3 inches. It's got 16 digits. We need your
Right.
zip code.
Yep.
We need your security code on the back and your mother's maiden name, please.
I've had
That-
it all tattooed on mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it satisfies every time you swipe it.
from the customer perspective, if you want to get laid, it's in the conversation. It
Yeah.
has nothing to do with it's not
Okay.
the stupid stuff you say or
It
the
can
money
happen.
you throw or it no, you're right, it does
Can
happen.
No, yeah, totally.
Absolutely it does, but I'm just saying like these guys going and once again it's a fantasy. So that's what it
That's
is.
really that is really what it is. It's
It was
fantasy.
an illusion.
Yeah.
As long as people are aware of that, the whole shit works. you know?
Right. Oh. Yeah.
They're just not
Don't
aware
get
of it.
confused.
Yeah.
Fights happen because they're not aware of it. There was just a fight this last weekend. There was like 10 guys that fought over one girl.
Over one girl?
Yeah, because
Was she just a 10?
she just gave her and I don't know, she just gave her phone number to one of the managers was telling me she gave her phone number to one of the guys and all of a sudden there were 10 guys fighting and
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
it's nuts.
That's crazy. Like 10 guys over one girl.
Mm.
It's just weird. What else? I want to know what else did she tell these guys? Like,
That's what I asked him. I asked my friend, he was like, I don't know. He's like, I just know that she gave one guy the number and all of a sudden they were fighting
wow.
because of ownership. I own that girl. I
Wow.
gave her money. She talked to me. She likes me.
Am I old now?
You are old now. Why
Things
do you,
have changed.
Why do you walk into that question every time you ask?
I get. I'm gonna. You know what? But we've already discussed this. We're gonna have to start visiting the striptease.
We are.
We're gonna have to go
Yeah.
back to titty bars anyway. So, I guess I'm gonna find out. Well, you have already learned that things have changed,
Things-
man.
Yeah, things have totally changed.
She's my girlfriend.
No,
She's a stripper, dude.
it's like a noisy bag of chips.
Yes,
Everybody wants some, but nobody's willing to admit it.
absolutely, dude.
And you're going to continue to go into strip clubs.
Yeah.
You're going to continue to tip beautiful women, right?
Yeah.
Whether they're waitress, bartender, or stripper. It doesn't even matter if it's IHOP or Denny's.
It's true.
Yeah.
Now, where are you going now? You said you're leaving Denver, right?
I'm going to Vegas.
You're going to Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh God, there are titty bars. I was going to ask him. Well, what titty bar are you going to go to? They're everywhere. Go to Olympic Garden. I think you like that place.
I've never been to that one.
That's all right. Hopefully, it's not $50 to get in.
Actually, most of them are, but we went during. I want to say in February we went to one, and it was still because of pandemic or whatever. The girls weren't allowed to show their nothing, and It was really weird. I was like, the girls were on stage dancing with clothes on.
Mask on.
I was like, dude, we spent, and
I
actually,
can go to a club and see
in
that.
truth, we got bottle service, so it was like $1,600 for 2 bottles of vodka,
wow.
and the girls didn't even get naked, and I was like, huh, this is interesting. Like,
I could have went to Denny's and
Right?
got the same treatment.
I'd be
Well,
mad.
I was
would
pissed
be
because it
mad.
cost me
I'm
$200
very
to
mad.
tore those 2 bottles, and
Yeah.
I was like, this is stupid.
Yeah. It really makes you think about how you want to spend your time, especially in the clubs. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, Ben, thank you for being part of this our show.
For
and,
sure.
You
Thanks
know,
for having me.
and telling us your perspective on being a customer in the strip club.
No, it was good. It was
Yeah.
good. I got a number of good things out of that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I want to understand that dynamic and present that to people as well. You know, because that's what we're all about, baby. You know,
Right.
showing different perspective on this whole game. I didn't know motherfuckers would. I didn't know women were into feet so much. Y'all, if y'all want to throw me some money to show my feet, I'm good with that,
He's
baby.
got the coconut ready.
I can
Coconut oil.
do
just
that for you. All right, so hey,
sign up for Jay's fans only.
yes,
It's feats only.
we're working on that right now. So, hey, last week's show was absolutely excellent. Thank you so much for all the positive
Yes.
feedback that we got from last week's show and the week before that, too. For some reason, people love the terror shit.
It was
Wow.
good. Yeah, we had 2 really good back-to-back episodes, and now we got Ben here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have more planned. We've got stuff that we're even holding back on. I am trying to talk to Pixie about a very controversial subject that I want to do because I love poking the fucking bear. I
know you
don't
do.
give a shit. But she's kind of hesitant on a couple of things. So if anyone wants to hit her up on Twitter and Instagram and say, hey, Pixie, stop being a pussy.
I have
Hey,
one, so I know what it's like.
all right. Just, man, tell her to let us do a couple of things that might be a little bit down and really dirty.
Really dirty,
You know,
yeah.
because I want to make this experience a good one.
Right,
You know, if
so
we're going to do this, I want to do
If
some.
you guys want to
weird
talk
shit.
about things like possibly racism in the strip club,
Yeah.
or maybe transgender in the strip club,
I'm
these
kind of
these
fucking
are
with
issues.
that one.
These are issues that I want to hold back on.
Yeah.
But if you guys want to hear it, just reach out, make touch with us on Facebook, on Instagram,
Yep.
on Twitters. Reach out, let us know, because those are issues that I don't know if it's something that I want to dip my toes into, or if it's just something that we just don't talk about.
And that's what we got to figure out. We got to figure
Exactly.
out if we're going to be, because I think we got an impact at this point, man. Our numbers are reflecting that. People are looking at us.
Yep, but I just don't want to turn away our base audience.
I know. I'm not trying to piss people off either.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can find me at Twitter. Just look up Mr. J Next on Stage 1. I'll pop up on something. Next on Stage 1 on Facebook. We tell everybody to like, please share. If you know a stripper or hang out with a stripper, if you know a customer or hang out with a customer, tell them all about us. This is a great way to spend your morning or afternoon.
You can find me on the Twitters, which is Next on Stage 1. Just type that in. I'm everywhere. 'Cause I'm a
Yeah.
social
God
media menace.
damn, you were everywhere.
And then you can find me also on Instagram.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a great conversation. Ben, thank you for being here.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Next week's going to be a lot of fun, so we'll see you soon.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what we do next on Stage 1.
Talk hard, Denver.
Bye, guys.